Hello, welcome to Introduction to Business Online offered by Harper College. My name is Dr. George Mochocki. This week we're going to be covering Week 8. Let me go into Blackboard. Begin Blackboard Learn. Okay, this week we're going to be covering Week 8, Chapter 13. You only have one chapter, and this will work out well for you because we're going to start working on building your feasibility research product. The topics that you selected last week are excellent. I know some changed, some became emotional at one of the topics. That's excellent. If it's a topic that you don't want to work with, you could always change your business. We haven't gone forward yet, but now you have your feasibility, you have a topic, we're going forward, so let's go. For the rest of the chapters in this book, your finance, your marketing, your advertising, something that you've learned the previous week on your job descriptions and your employee, all is going to be utilized building this marketing feasibility study. What I want you to remember in the forms, that we're going to go into forms, we're going to be doing the SWOT analysis in a form. SWOT analysis is strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Strengths and weaknesses are within me. Opportunity and threat are outside the environment forces. What I want you to understand is when you're looking at your strength within the forms, you're going to have a lot of individuals going to give you information. Hey, this is a good thing. This is a bad thing. This is a good strength. Did you think about this strength? Well, don't look at this as a strength, but look at this as a weakness. Here's other competitors. When you get that information, remember the forums close at the end of Saturday by noon. What I want you to do is start cutting and copying that information, because the forums aren't going to be available. No different than an email. Someone sends me some information that pertains to my business or my venture. I say, hey, I could use this. I'll cut it and I'll save it in a file. So now you're going to be cutting and pasting and putting into the 7 different topics that's required in our feasibility study that you looked in Blackboard, and you open up the concept map. So you already have a file, a Word document file, and you're going to start underneath each one right now. Just throw it in there. At this stage of your feasibility study, don't worry about having it perfectly set up. Don't worry about it being grammatically smooth. All that comes down right now. You're just putting information into your bucket. Here's my feasibility bucket. I'm just throwing stuff there, and then when it's closer to the end, when we're at chapter 13, week 13 or 14, now you start compiling and you start massaging it, start embellishing it, start enhancing it, start putting in the business concepts and everything else, and looking at your research data, and now you can put it all together because you got all the pieces. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. You got all the parts there. You just have to put it together. That's how you have to write a feasibility paper. That's how you have to do a lot of projects in business. You have all the parts, and you don't wait till you have everything. You're working on it simultaneously. Remember, your part that you're going to be doing in a few chapters is basically your critical path. Your critical path. Once I have information, I start building on it. Okay, so what do we have this week? You have this overview. You're looking real quickly. We're going to try to use what do you call it, YouTube. This is the way Harper is going forward, so I'm going to try to give you that link that way. You have the overview. Always print out the overview. It tells you everything what you need. You have one SWOT analysis in the form. You're doing real good in the form. Some of you, what I expect in the forms now, you're giving me my quantity very well. Most of you are doing very well on the quality also. Some of you are just giving me one line and figure, hey, I did my 9 posts. He's going to give me 20 points. 20 points is a lot of points. Like in class, if you just said yes, no, you're not going to get full participation. I expect you to start utilizing some of the business terms and some of the concepts out of the book and within our forum. That's how you're going to develop your vocabulary, your business vocabulary. So when you're talking to other business individuals, they know that you've got that perception, or at least you have the perception, a facade, that I understand business by the terms and vocabulary I'm using in a concept. And now you start building. Like if you learn Spanish or Polish as a new language, they're going to have you start talking to other people who speak Spanish and Polish. So start using it at work. Try throwing in these concepts. Try talk about marketing. Try talk about this one, integrated marketing campaign. Wow, that's really impressive. Instead of just marketing, I'm going to sell something. I'm going to be advertising. I'm going to have a promotional campaign. I have the psychological aspect of my demographics that I've been researching for my target market. Okay, so you have that. Respond to everyone else. Make sure you cut and paste the information you like, and help each other out. This is a virtual network to help each other out on your feasibility and your research project or services. You're only going to have one quiz, 10 questions, or 2 points each. You're doing very well on the quizzes, and I figure this will help most of you up a little bit on your overall grade, okay? And then you have the quick lecture on Chapter 13. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. That's what they tell me for Harper iTunes University, 10 minutes. Remember, I try to do 10 to 20 minutes, so if it's over 10 minutes, I'll just give you a quick YouTube. You can just click on there, or a short video that plays automatically on there. It just depends how I say it. Okay, so we have everything else. You have the forum. Okay, now your Learn Smart today is going to be a Learn Smart. It's not going to be a Connect. It's going to be a regular Learn Smart. So the Learn Smart, you keep on doing until it doesn't allow you to do any more. That means you reach it. Learn Smart's a little different than a Connect. Is that if you don't answer the questions right, it gives you 2 or 3 ties, it just kind of puts it away off on the side, and then maybe halfway through your Learn Smart they'll throw the question in, seeing if you remembered it now. And this is how you learn. It's called interactive learning. So we bring everything else from your temporary, from your short-term memory into your long-term, and by the forums and talking and communicating and putting using concepts, writing concepts, talking to each other, start talking as business people. Don't look at this as a homework assignment. Look at this. This is my business. I'm opening up a floral shop. I'm opening up a restaurant. I'm opening up a synagogue. I'm opening up a church. I'm opening up a mosque. I'm opening up a non-profit organization for battered women or for battered husbands. Ladies have come a long way. All right. So if I look at it, all this information what you need for marketing. Okay. So you're doing pretty good. Keep it up. Halfway through, start using more of your concepts. Start saving stuff, start building on your feasibility. Remember, your paper's worth 150 points and your PowerPoints are 25 points, real quick 5 points. So this way you'll have both portions, the hard document and a presentation, because some of you may actually be using this presentation in a business situation. So if you could do something, or if you're going to be opening up a business and you want to start forming it, this is what this feasibility study is about. Okay, so my name is Dr. George Mochocki. This is a real quick overview of this week. Do your forums. It replaces your lecture in the classroom. Make sure you look at my concept map so you have the first. And this on the marketing one, I provided you both tiers. So you have what do you call it, 2 pages, and so this way when you're reading you can see what I feel important, and you can start learning how to take notes well. Look, most of us read. If we don't just by reading and not taking notes, the more senses, your touch, your writing, your speaking, your hearing, the more senses you get involved, the better the person remembers. No different marketing. That's why you have your advertising, your promotional mix, you have coupons, you have radio. All these other things are hitting all the different senses that you're utilizing, so you remember the product. It's trying to move from short-term memory to your long-term memory. So when you see a McDonald's sign or a Burger King sign, your mind automatically goes to the last advertisement that they heard, because it's always going from most current to most current going backward to see how to solve the problem. I'm hungry. Okay, so that's it. So again, my name is Dr. George Mochocki. This is Introduction to Business online, offered by Harper College. We're in week 8. This is a quick overview. You're doing well. Keep up the good work. Keep up the forums. Start helping each other out within the forums. Start building up on your feasibility paper. Before you know it, this class will be over. And I'll see you in the forums. Thank you.